Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, February 7th, 2012. This is Jennifer, and I have a ton of stuff to share, so we're going to get right into it. I have extended the deadline for the Fault in Our Stores Pay It Forward Challenge. The deadline is now the 13th of February, so that's next Monday, and I will announce the winner on February the 14th. I have had some really good entries so far, and I'm really excited to see what you guys are coming up with. But I thought maybe another week would give everyone a little more time to think of some stuff. And also, I would rather give it away the day after it ends instead of like the week after. So it was going to be next week anyway. So this way it gives everyone more time to get an entry in. So the next thing doesn't actually have anything to do with me. It has to do with a friend of mine, but I really wanted to share this. If you guys ever receive McCall's Quilting, in the March-April 2012 issue, which the front of it looks like this, if you go to page 21, this awesome quilt right here was pieced by a local friend of mine named OC, so I wanted to share that. She makes really awesome quilts for quilt designers, and a lot of them, most of them, end up in magazines or books or major quilt shows or whatever, and they're always really cool. And I got to see this one in real life before it went away, and it was totally gorgeous. It's some of the most beautiful fabric I've ever seen. This is the Plume line from Timeless Treasures, so I just wanted to share that. So congratulations, OC, that's really, really cool. So my next show and tell is actually not for me. This is for my sister. She needed some pillow covers for her sofa, and so she bought all the fabric and I made the pillow covers, and I will be giving these to her probably this weekend. So I just want to show you these. These go with her decor. So they're, I made 4 of these. She actually only has 3 pillows, but I had enough to make 4, so I made 4. And they're completely removable. It's like an envelope on the back, so you can just fold the pillow into there, and there's no zipper or anything. So she actually has a really cool lampshade that is this color and then this color, and then it has like a cream stripe down the middle. So these will coordinate with that. I had a little bit of fabric left over, and she was looking for some wall art, so I had this big canvas in my garage that I hadn't used, and I thought, well, you know, this would be a good way to use up both the fabric and the canvas. So I asked her what she thought, and she said, yeah, let's do it. So this is what I did. It's a big canvas. So this is, here we go. Can you see the whole thing? There we go. So I pieced all the fabric together and just stapled it to the canvas, and that is it. So it can go that way, or it can go that way, or any other way. This next thing is a little bit of a sneak preview. I'm going to be participating in a tutorial blog hop in March, and I've been working on project ideas. I only need to do one, but I have a couple of ideas. So this is one of my ideas, which is an oven mitt, and this is my own design. I actually drafted this using my hand, and then I made it a little longer because the oven mitts that I have are all a little too short. And so this may be my tutorial in March, and if it is, there will be complete directions on Sew Hooked, and if it isn't in March, it will be at some point. It probably will be a different fabric than this. These were just scrap fabrics that I used to try the pattern out. It worked really well. It was one of the hardest things I ever turned inside out, but once it was inside out, you can see that it's plenty thick, and it's got all the proper batting in it and everything, and it was a fun project. So this will probably be my March tutorial for the blog hop I'm participating in. Speaking of blog hops, all the dates for Paper Piece Pattern a Day blog hop are filled, but I am taking 5 backups. So if you're a Paper Piece pattern designer and you want to participate, or you want to be a backup / bonus block, any of the backups that don't need to be backups, those will be bonus blocks at the end of the blog hop. So all of the blocks will get posted even if all the dates are still filled. So if you want to participate and you haven't signed up, please do. I'll put links, as always, in the description. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. We've got 30 different Paper Piece pattern designers that are participating, and the theme is Garden Party. So there will be 30 totally different patterns during the month of April. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I want to talk a little bit about Craftsy. I actually have been sort of following Craftsy. It's craftsy.com. I've been following the site for a little while. It hasn't been around that long, but I sort of waited to sign up until this weekend, and then I just went crazy. They have a really cool feature where you can have a shop as part of your profile, and you can pay for PDF files and download them instantly, which, as you guys know, that's how I sell most of my patterns. So I thought, well, how fun was that? So I have put most of my for sale patterns on craftsy.com, plus I've put some selected free patterns on there as well. And it's just a really neat site. So if you guys are on Craftsy, please do come and friend me, and I will friend you back. And I want to see what you guys are up to on there. It's sort of, in my mind, it's sort of a merge between Etsy and Ravelry, because it's got that sort of project-based thing going on where you can have projects, but you can also have things for sale, which is just really a cool conglomeration of all of the independent crafters that are out there that have really awesome, fun ideas. So anyway, you guys are on there. Like I said, friend me. I just want to show these off really quick. These were part of my New Year's swap with my best friend Jules. We did not do Christmas this year because, let's face it, Christmas time tends to be crazy and hectic, and instead of putting that extra pressure on ourselves, we decided to do a New Year's swap, and we also decided to upcycle, recycle, and only use what we had. So she made me these beautiful little half mittens, and these match a pair of socks that she made for me last year. And I love these. They're very soft and they're thin, so I can move my hands around, so they're great for typing. I have perpetually cold hands, so pretty much once it gets below like 50 degrees, my hands stay cold until it gets above 50 degrees. So I wear things like this pretty much all the time, especially when I'm typing or when I'm working on my computer, because my fingers get more cold when I'm on my computer than pretty much any other time. So thank you, Jules. She also made awesome things for my kids, but I can't show you because they took them with them to school today. They both got really awesome hoodies, and she made a really nice gift for my husband, which I'm not allowed to show because he said it would ruin the secret. So I'll just have to be cryptic about that one. I would like to draw your attention to the beautiful quilt top behind me. I did not make this. This was made by Gabrielle, and she mailed it to me for the Linus Connection. I'm going to get this all quilted so it can be turned in on the 18th of February, which is our next meeting. I am still collecting stars for Linus. You can send individual star blocks like this block, or I have a stack going of wonky stars. So if you want to send wonky stars, I'm more than happy to accept these. Just make sure whichever block you send me that your finished size with the raw edges is 12.5 inches. So when I stitch this in, it'll be a 12-inch block. So whatever star you want to make, it can be any star you want to make. All I ask is light background, bright fabrics, and 12.5 inches. And I will work these into a quilt for Linus. So if you want to send those to me, I will put a link to the Stars for Linus post, and if you click on this star pattern, my address is in that pattern, so you can just send it to me. And you don't have to use this pattern if you don't want to, but that's where my address is. Month 5 of There and Back Again came out last week, so I wanted to share that with you guys. I was really excited when I talked about it on Tuesday last week because it's my pattern. And this is the block. This is the Bridge to Rivendell. And my inspiration for this was the description of the dwarves and Bilbo and Gandalf crossing a narrow stone bridge without a parapet. And this is also based sort of loosely on an image from The Lord of the Rings that's in Rivendell, where you see a stone bridge with a waterfall behind it, and you see the cliffs covered in trees and the nighttime sky. So that was the whole inspiration for that. This is a very simple pattern. Very simple. So I'm hoping that lots of people enjoy it and they like it and they make it, and hopefully it'll get them excited for month 6, which is next month, which is a very, very cool pattern. Even simpler pattern, but even cooler. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that one, but I can't do it until March 7th, so you guys will have to wait. So speaking of There and Back Again, I am looking for sponsors. Every month we've done There and Back Again, we have had a sponsor that has given away a small prize. And the idea is something the Hobbit themed or fantasy themed or Tolkien themed. And if you have a shop or you take commissions or you make small cool things and you just want to share something, please get in touch with me. Email admin@fandomandstitches.com and let me know that you want to be a sponsor. I have a few slots left and I would really like to get those filled up because I want to make sure I have prizes for every month. And so far the prizes have been really fun and really cute. We've had jewelry, we've had beautiful printed note cards that had an image of Bilbo on them. We've got, we've had hand spun yarn, and we've had custom t-shirts, and we've just had really neat stuff. So I would love to see some of my friends that sell things online, or if you just want to donate a prize and it just needs to be something sort of fantasy themed. Hobbit is great if you want to do it, or you can do it. That would be awesome. But if you want to just donate something that you feel like would be appropriate for a fantasy themed block of the month, that would be awesome. So like I said, admin@fandomandstitches.com. And I will keep taking names until I've filled up all of the slots that I have left. I want to thank you guys for the awesome reception for the braided kaleidoscope block. It was huge. You guys were very complimentary. Everyone seemed to really like it. It was a little bit different for me. I usually tend to stick towards more whimsical pictorial blocks, but I had this batik fabric and I really wanted to work it into a braid somehow, and I did, and it came out wonderful, and it makes me really happy. And I'm just so pleased that you guys all liked it so very much. Also, I want to let you know that I did a big post on Friday that was an update. I updated all of my heart patterns. So I have a lot of heart patterns. I think I ended up updating 9 patterns. So all of those are free patterns. They're free paper piece patterns for Valentine's Day, or for whatever day you want if you don't want to do, you know, a red and pink quilt or whatever. But all the patterns have been updated. I'm slowly updating all of my free patterns to my current standard. I've been designing since 2004. Most of my patterns have been updated at least once since then, but most of my patterns now that I do, I try to make them print as clean as possible and to use as little ink as possible. So when you see my patterns and they're either very little color or they're black and white with a pattern instead of being colored, that's because I'm trying to save you guys printer ink, because goodness knows I go through ink because I print so many patterns. But anyway, so I am updating patterns. You guys check that out. The post is called I Heart That, and I will put a link to that because lots of free patterns. And the free pattern page on Sew Hooked, I spent a good chunk of Friday beating that page into submission. I've had formatting issues with it ever since I switched over to WordPress.com, and I finally figured out how to make it not reformat when I posted it. Took me a really long time and a lot of forum reading, but I figured it out. The pictures are bigger, the links are easier to find, and I am slowly adding the blog posts that are appropriate for every block. So you guys check it out. Free patterns. Just go to sewhook.com and click on free patterns at the top. It's free quilt pattern. Elena and I picked out the backing fabric for her quilt this weekend, and this is what she found. And it may be, I think it's upside down. It's all red and black, and it's kanji script, so you can see this will be on the back of her Inuyasha quilt. So I need to piece this and call my quilter, and it's not going to be ready for her birthday, but Elena's okay with that. So she knows it's coming, and that's really at this point all that matters. So I guess that's it. You guys leave me comments, tell me what's going on, post a video, visit Sew Hooked, visit Fandom and Stitches. If you only watch my video and you want to watch other Talk to Me Tuesdays, ttmt.livejournal.com, and there are lots of people that post. We have lots of great people, and I will talk about them occasionally in my videos. So if you're going, who in the world is that? Go to the Talk to Me Tuesday Live Journal and you'll see who it is. That is going to be it for this week. I'm going to get this edited and online, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.